Okay, now this is not a part of the problem, but if we have something like this, and this, you end up foiling this out, so you get 2x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 6. Now, if you notice, before we put it all together, you notice that we have this term ends up being 2 terms, and then we combine it to be 1 term. So if we want to go backwards, that's what factoring is. We need to split this middle term into 2 different things, but not just anything works. Only a certain 2 numbers will work. So we have to find those 2 numbers in which to split this middle term out as. So if we want to find that perfect middle term, what we do is we multiply 2 and 8, negative 8, because there's a negative here. So that's negative 16. 2 things that multiply to negative 16 but give me negative 15 is going, well, one of them is going to be negative and the other one's going to be positive, because a negative and a positive is the only thing that can give you a negative. So I'm going to go negative 16 and positive 1. If I chose negative 1 and positive 16, that would make this positive, but I want it to be negative. Negative 16 plus 1 is negative 15, which is perfect. So now I can take 2p squared, and if you remember in class, we talked about putting the negative first. Now remember, you have to keep the p's, because negative 16p plus p is negative 15p. We've got to make sure that this combines actually to become that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take things and we're going to factor by grouping. So if I see what I can pull out here, I can pull out a 2p, which leaves me with a p minus 8. And then here, we can't pull anything out, but as you remember, we always want to pull out something, so we can always pull out a 1. This is a good video because it ends up showing you the negative stuff, and it also shows you what happens if you can't pull anything out. So, if you see, just like last time, we have 2 things in common on both terms. This is a term, this is a term. They both have a p minus 8. So I'm going to pull out a p minus 8. And then leave what's left inside. What's left inside is a 2p plus 1. So my answer is p minus 8 and 2p plus 1.